Hello, everyone, and welcome back to RGLGG, where we continue our coverage of this Season 15 Invite 6's season. My name's TC Mano. I'm joined by Zilly. We've got the wonderful Dolphin on production, and tonight we have Leica G6 versus Froyotech for the first time this season. You might be wondering, have these guys played each other yet? No, they've been holding it off till basically the last moments of the regular season before playoffs. Obviously, you know, they've been scrimming. They kind of had a little bit of a show match midway through the season on a little bit of a tournament, but this is the first time that they've actually clashed against each other during the official RGL season so far. So really exciting to see how it's going to shape up. We're going to see how this first map goes over on Metalworks, which was Leica G6's pick. Kind of a little bit of an interesting one, given their kind of shaky history on it so far throughout the course of this season, but maybe an opportunity for them to try and solidify things and really lock down their strengths and shore up their weaknesses on this map. But G6 versus Froyotech, kind of the modern day Froyo versus Ascent in a lot of respects. Zilly, how you doing tonight, and how are you feeling about this matchup?
Yeah, we got the revenge match. It might not be a regular season revenge match, but you know, we saw the cup from a couple weeks ago. Froyo took the win, and you know G6 they were probably seen as the favorites coming into the season, but now you have the classic rivalry, and I think it's gonna be a close one. I think it's gonna be a bit of a bloodbath. This is G6 looking for some redemption after losing last night and losing that cup, whereas Froyo is trying to sort of just establish themselves as the top seed heading in this land.
Yeah, they are, because it's kind of been a little bit of a shift in recent seasons. Froyotech, usually, you know, historically, they were the top dogs. They were the ones that everyone was trying to beat. You'd go into a season and you would just know that Froyotech were in grand finals. Most of the time, you would actually know that they would get first place. Obviously, maybe you'd hold out hope that it would be close grand finals or that someone would be able to dethrone them. But a majority of the times, it was almost a gone deal in the favor of Froyotech. But recently, you know, they've been having a few issues. They've been having roster swaps season to season. That hasn't been kind of the core of Froyo sticking around that it has historically been. So, you know, this season, kind of no different. Coming in, they've had to swap out a few players. Yite being picked up after a very long hiatus from the game, you know, has come up. You know, Gungan as well, his second season with the squad. But Froyotech not kind of the assumed winners that they have been historically, and G6 kind of filling that role. So a bit different for them coming in as the underdogs for G6. They want to try and keep their hold as the top players in Invite. What do you make of the form of these teams so far? Do you think Froyotech has maybe impressed a few more people than maybe they would have assumed, or do you think G6 has maybe kind of raised a few more eyebrows in the wrong type of way than people would have thought heading into the season?
I think that with the season being a LAN season, we're going to have everybody just trying a little bit harder, and team just being more competitive in general. Teams are always just going to take games off each other. I'd say that the Froyo roster, it's a Bandy Habib roster, so they're always going to perform at like the highest level, and it's really up to the newer players who are to the team, like Gungan or Sax and Hubada, just to really like prove themselves that they can compete at this level, which they definitely have. Whereas for G6, I think, you know, they've been the top team for the last few seasons, but this is like the test for them, right? They have the throne, can they hold it? But we're going live here, and I'm gonna predict a 4-2 G6 victory.
Ooh, 4-2 in the favor of G6. I'm gonna I'm gonna mirror it, but I'm gonna say Froyotech. I'm gonna say they're gonna be able to pull it out. G6 on a little bit of a poor run of form, but they might be able to get back into the swing of things as we go live on this first mid. Like a G6 versus Froyotech. Gonna be watching bot mode. He takes a bit of damage, has to back up, and Saxophone bombs aggressively across the point, bombs back, but that's gonna be the committal from Bandy. Does a lot of damage on the bot mode again, but jumps back. No one falling just quite yet. Marmalou trying to get a little bit aggressive over in Lunchbox. Is gonna take a bit of damage, has to back up, but bot mode once again, the first one to fall, just taking a bit too much damage. Soapy Meister is in behind. Might trying to recollapse on Froyotech as they run all across the point. Jumps in, can he get on the hub? It does a lot of damage, but not onto the medic, and that is going to be a 1 first mid for Froyotech. Bandy's already in, and he gets one onto Marmalou. Might be able to live and is going to be able to do so. So that's 4-3 down on the side of Like a G6, and Froyotech are just rushing in onto last.
Yeah, just bleeding so many players one by one, but without the cap having gone off yet, Logeye can just hold this Uber, just play towards Son, play safe, and G6 is actually going to catch both Bandy and Gungan, who were trying to sack there, a little too far in with no support from anyone else. They could have maybe played that slower and just kept pressuring, but instead G6 is able to come out and contest the second point. The Uber does go off, both teams changing, Logeye dropping a few players, but the majority of Froyo dead, and now Yite is trying to stay alive here. Hubba escaping by himself, gonna meet his spawners, and this fight is actually still continuing in yard, but it looks like G6 is just gonna elect to try to cap the point and regroup here.
Yeah, an opportunity to slow things down for Like a G6, make it a stalemate. Both medics used on that exchange over towards second, so Froyotech still can be in control of middle, just have to build things up, and the first stalemate of the game. It's interesting to see how Froyotech opt to try and break it, but at the moment G6 on the back foot, have every opportunity to try and get back into it, but not a good way to start out this game.
Yeah, well, honestly, it could have been a lot worse. With the way they were bleeding players off of that mid fight, Froyo could have converted a lot more and turned that into a round, but they weren't really able to get the force, and the G6 just pushed that aggression off those picks and were able to just recap second. So now we just have a classic metal stalemate. Looks like Froyo wants to work this valley area, and the Sax is there waiting for a buff, just waiting for more space to be made or damage to be done before he sends it in and tries to get this force out of Logeye.
Yeah, just all over in Valley right now, except for Bandy, who was over by House, but even he rotates around maybe to try and get a buff. Still, everyone on G6 doing really well to spam everyone on Froyotech over in the Valley. No one's kind of poised to go for a bomb onto Hubada if they wanted to go for it. Saxophone instead is going to try and barrel in, does a lot of damage onto Logan, but a nice arrow from Logeye onto the demo, keeps him alive, but Froyotech might just get mulched over in Valley. Habib is going to be able to pick up 2, but they had to use the Uber to save him. Gonna try and throw some lock and loads from downtown to see if it connects with anyone, but I don't think it's going to do so. Froyotech pressuring just a little bit more, seeing they can maybe get on the Logeye, but he's pretty safe and secure for the meantime. They did lose 2, but they got the force out, and now Froyotech on the back foot have to get back onto mid, rebuild this Uber, and try and anticipate this push coming in from G6.
Yeah, a lot of discipline from G6 there, just keeping their Uber, not really trying to chase with it, but now they're gonna rip it into mid through lower, and Froyo's already out. Now this is just like complete opposite. Sax actually going behind, taking a fight in the Valley. He gets taken out in the 2v1, and Logan finds Habib in front, so that's gonna open up a lot of doorways here for G6 if they want to continue this push.
Yeah, they definitely can, and they're all over in house. They can just try and bust through, and instead it's going to be Marmalou coming in through Valley. Tries to get on the hub there, gets one rocket. Soapy Meister follows up with the second, and now they've guaranteed themselves Uber ad, but keep Logeye alive. A bomb coming in onto him. He's going to be able to take, drop down, and stay alive. Rotates over through Alley and Froyotech. They have to back up onto last at very big Uber Disad, waiting still for their spawners to try and get some defenses up on last. This should be a very good opportunity for Like a G6 to take this first round.
Yeah, great play from the side of G6, double soldier bomb, just taking out Hubda, and then Logeye and the combo with the awareness to just go drop down, baiting in that Yite kill in the follow-up. So they're just they're executing very well right now, keeping their game plan simple, just letting Froyo make the mistakes. They're gonna have full ad, and it looks like they maybe want to take this main.
Yeah, and they are. Oh, but Caps! He gets taken down. Nice pipe from Habib, and you see Logan turning around like, what do I do now, dog?
Oh, they're waiting for
he's just
bomb
gonna
mode.
back up they are going to wait for bot mode, and they're still going to try and go with it, but they are down a flank scout for the moment. Marmalu gets shoved because of it, and bot mode, he gets air piped, sticky by Habib, and this has gone disastrously for Leica G6. They might be able to catch out Habib. Soapy Meister just in the air with the spoon, not going to be able to connect with anyone, and the good thing that Lolgai didn't use, so they still have Uber to try and block this second point, but Froyotech, they have player advantage, and they want to try and go in. It's going to be Caps, goes in, wants to try and get the trade out from Hubda if possible. They haven't used just quite yet. They might not use it, so all Caps isn't going to be able to hit the shots, get the damage, and now Froyotech use so much later. Banny jumps in, gets deleted, and can anyone clean up on the damage? They might use Gungan instead, and that's going to be 2 instances of the Pocket Scout not finding the kills when needed.
Here comes the dry fight, though. Immediately just shifting off these picks. Walking up so deep with no resistance. They're going to be able to recap this point. Saxophone is trying to bomb away. He doesn't have the health. They're actually going to hunt him down. Soapy managing to find that kill. Logan somehow fighting Hubba. He just wraps around through the other side of lobby and catches Hubba at the shutter. And now this is completely open for G6 to push these doors. Gungan on Sniper. Maybe if you can get a pick, you can slow him down. But I think G6, oh, they're just going to bust through. Bobwood finding Yite, pressuring the Sniper, going to the point, drawing all the eyes here. Banny unable to contest, and G6 rips that first round. I think just the way they're playing right now is so solid. It's just so very disciplined, and Froyo is just bleeding a lot of players trying to, you know, turn anything over, but
yeah, the aggression from Froyotech not really working out. They're kind of getting a few moments to get the momentum in their favor, but they're not able to hold on to it. G6 very good at instantly taking it away from them, and now we go on to the second mid. Going to be watching Logan as he gets a little bit stuffed over by Lunchbox, going to rotate around, and Froyotech getting on top of the point a little bit early, trying to get as much space as G6 are willing to give them. G6 kind of all pushed out of the point for the moment. They don't have a lot of presence just quite yet. Bot mode kind of lurking, gets onto the point, tries to make a little bit of space, but he goes down so weak. It's going to be Habib with a nice sticky, and that might be G6 all the way out of mid. They didn't have a lot of space to begin with, and they're giving the rest of it up, and a good mid from Froyotech. They didn't really have to do a lot. They just took the ground that G6 didn't take, and they were able to get that first mid.
Yeah, Bombo probably thought he had to do a little more, seeing the lack of space. He pushed us up on the point, and Habib instantly recognizes that someone's overextending and just tunnels him down, hitting him, you know, with the cross map stickies. But now Froyo's walking up this valley area, just trying to grab the room. Here comes Sax, repeat of the attempt we saw earlier, but this time he's actually going to just dive right under the point. Yite going in as well, so it's a 2-man here, with Yite going down, and the rest of Froyo is just caught in valley. They're going to, oh, Hubba's going to drop everybody, and it's just Hubba and Banny. Hubba is still trying to escape. Banny seeing if he can catch anything with this flash. He manages to find bomb mode, but G6 is completely fine with that. They're going to hold this Uber, and Banny with 1 HP behind, unable to do much. Meanwhile, Hubba is still getting hunted down by Marmlu, and Soapy, who were managed to take him out. So a complete disaster from Froyo, who were, you know, trying to walk in and losing too many while just being overextended. They get caught in that underpass area and without even getting the force. So here comes G6 with full Uber ad.
And we do have kind of the patented sentry gun on second from Froyotech. This time it's going to be Gungan instead. Banny historically stunning catches out Caps. He was not paying attention. That's
How is Caps invite? How is Caps invite? Oh, sniper, we have a sniper player. Banny's trying to get some shots here. Not going to get much. Logan pressuring him out. G6 still has massive ad here if they want to take it. Last time they tried to turn it into a force, but it looks like Bobwood actually wants to just take the Uber this time without Caps there.
And he goes, he instantly gets onto the point, gets a lot of cap time as the Froyotech soldiers try and bomb to try and block it. They are going to be able to do so, but seems like they might be able to get the better of this. One pick onto Logan, another onto Soapy Meister. Froyotech seems like they should be able to hold this, but a late bomb coming in from Marlon, tries to connect, gets onto Habada. Really great stuff from him. And now, initiation. Is he going to try and fight it? Does Caps take these? He has the heal. He can just hit the damage, and he might be able to clutch it out. Gungan super weak, but Habib should be able to block it. He gets 2-piped onto Caps, and now Holga's gonna die because of it.
Yeah, Caps and Lawguy were confident there. Lawguy was obviously calling the HB, and if Caps had been able to hit enough shots, maybe with some support from Lawguy, then they could have clutched that. It could have went either way, but they took a little too long, and Banny's able to respawn. Meanwhile, Habib's able to just kill Caps, and now no heals for the side of G6. They might have to give up this point.
Banny is going to die as he makes a bit of space for his team. Logan getting chased very aggressively right now, goes down fairly weak, but he should be able to get out to safety. So Froyotech managing to push out of their last onto second. It is going to be uber advantages for them because Logai died so late there because they tried the repush. So Froyotech, they have enough time to wait for Banny and try and push on to middle. Like G6 just going to be getting into position to try and force out this Uber if Froyotech try and milk it in, but it seems like they're getting all over in-house. Habib going to be bombing in very aggressively, might be able to catch out Logan, should be able to, gets the refresh to stay alive. Good stuff there from Hubba to keep Habib up and healthy, and bot mode as well might be caught over in the valley. He's trying to dodge these rockets, is going to be able to escape out to safety, but this is a leapfrog situation because Logai has 100%.
Without Logan being here, I don't really see G6 sending it in the mid right away. They might try to walk up and see if they can find a kill, but I doubt they'll commit to it until Logan stops. But Marblue hiding up above. This isn't able to find Banny, just exchanging damage. Yite actually pushes up and finds that kill, and he's going to get taken out as well. G6 actually ripped the Uber in at the same time. Cavs here trying to kill Hubba. He's not able to get too much, but Logai and Cavs stuck all the way behind, and they have the pitch here. Froyo, the combos are just mirrored on second, waiting for the G6 players to come in and follow up, but they're taking so long, and neither team is able to get anything out of this.
It was a little bit of an MGE battle, but Habib respawns and instantly deletes Caps, and Soapy Meister is going to bomb out to safety, waiting for an arrow, is going to be able to get it. Logan very far forward, might get caught out because of it. He's trying to get out to safety, will barely be able to. A nice arrow from Logai to be able to keep him alive, but the nice bomb from Marmu forces out the Uber from Froyotech. Everyone on G6 instantly out in the back cap from bot mode. Has drawn a few players behind. I think the Froyotech respawners were already there to try and deny him, but G6, they're down 2, so even though they do have Uber advantage, they can't take it just quite yet. They're just going to wait for the respawners and going to be able to go in, but maybe an opportunity for Froyotech to try and force it out of Logai.
I don't think so, with the way the last couple of times they've walked up Valley have happened. I think Froyotech's just going to elect to try to get the force up mid and try to keep it simple. Slow it down here. Both soldiers trying to work some spam in the lobby. They've spotted the combo, and G6 just rips the Uber through lower. Logan going deep, trying to catch someone, but he gets punished in turn. Yite recognizing that he wasn't going to be able to get flashed there. So with no demo down now, the doors are wide open for the side of Froyo to push this mid.
It seems like they already want to try and do so. Banny spamming across the point, and we do see Marmu. Seems like he wanted to go for a bomb, but he gets stuffed a little bit. Gonna have to back out through Lunchbox. Soapy Meister getting chased over in Valley. Wants to go Baby Door, has to commit through the alley, and he is going to be able to get out this safety. And Froyotech, they're still aggressing. They go in through house. They bomb in. Logai is going to be caught. Nice rocket from Banny to be able to catch him out. And now there's so many G6 players in behind. They might try and go for a chaos. They're going for the backup on mid. They might be able to get it. They should be able to get it.
They're gonna get it.
Froyotech completely caught out here.
Bombard already trying to move to second here. They're actually going to try to take this all the way, but Yite and Sax will be up to contest this. So if the entire... Oh, Habib gets the spawn cap on Logai actually, but now they're going to be able to get second. It's going to be a 3v2 on last. Can the rest of Froyo get back in time? But Marblue is actually not going to go to last. It's going to be a 2v2. Soapy gets taken out instantly. Botmo trying to go to the point that he's going to die as well. A little bit of miscommunication there. Just, you know, maybe if they elect to go back and fight the rest of the combo, they can get something there. But instead, they just end up dying. And now Froyo has ad still, despite dropping a few points.
They do have ad because Habib spawn camped Logai, and they want to try and take it in. They have to make sure they watch their flanks so that no G6 players can get in behind like last time. Seems like they've got everyone in front of them this time. Marmu might be at risk of falling, is barely going to be able to get out. Good stuff from him there, but Froyotech once again immediately aggressing through. They pop very aggressively this time. Logai recognizes the situation, not going to be caught out. That's insane that Botmo doesn't get spotted there. He's going to be able to live, but they do lose one, and Soapy Meister, but instantly
Marm committing on the point already.
Oh,
he dies. He doesn't get anything for it. Logan trying to help him out. They actually managed to trade out Habib, but going down so many players. They have Uber still. They still have the point. That G6 wants to hold this here. They know despite being down this many numbers, they can force people to feed onto them, and Sax does. They bait out one kill, and they're able to walk through now. No spam. Oh, Manny does get the force. He's still caught behind. He finds Soapy in lobby, and Soapy's going to take him out. But now with both soldiers dead on the side of Froyo, G6 wants to take this to mid.
And you instantly see bot mode trying to get in through Lunchbox. Soapy Meister over towards Ali. He's the furthest one forward at the moment. He's going to have to back out because of it. G6, they want to try and get in, but I'm worried that the moment's a little bit too late. It's in. Against the force, actually. Froyotech just using Gungan super deep. Should be able to get onto Logan. Does with the pistol, and they're instantly in. They want to try and get onto Loga, but now they back up just to try and recollect, make sure that they don't get too over-aggressive. Bot mode over, and Ali's going to be able to take down Saxophone, and Habib falling as well. So Froyotech, they did get a lot with that Uber, but I don't think they got enough to get in on the second. Logai has the respawners with them, almost has Uber advantage as well, and this is one of the most scrappiest leapfrog scenarios that we've seen so far. So.
Yeah, this has been going on for quite a while now. Just both teams taking momentum back and forth, taking turn. Now with G6 having this Uber ad, though, Logan's so weak. They're gonna have to play a little slow here if they want to work this in. Just get Logan healed up and maybe bomb. Oh, they're just gonna elect to bomb him. He's not even ready. He doesn't even jump. So Logai just electing the Uber and Logan just not really expecting it. But they Uber in, get nothing. The leapfrog just continues as Froyo gets ready to take it through lower.
Yeah, Saxophone in behind is going to be able to take down Soapy Meister, and this might be a pincer play. Gets taken down, bot mode, Logai all going to fall over in house. There's only going to be a few up for like a G6. Caps is going to run in and meet his death as he goes in through Baby Door. There are stickies. Does it catch anyone out? Might catch on Hubba. No, he misses the dead. That could have been so big for like a G6, but unfortunate for Logan there. The last one up, Marmalou, is going to fall, and it's only respawners for like a G6 now. Logai is up, but it's still going to be very big ad for Froyotech, and they're already in on last, trying to get some time onto the point. They finally capture up second. Can they catch out anyone? Caps might be at risk of falling. Is dodging around. No, it's going to be Soapy Meister, the first one to fall. Froyotech have so much space to get onto the point. Can they get it? Just a few seconds left, and they're going to be able to get the first round here, and they do so, tying it up 1-1. There were so many points in that round, Silly, where it looked like Froyotech were going to fall, but they managed to just barely eke it out.
Just the momentum just shifted completely in the Froyo's favor. G6 just got sloppier and sloppier as every repush into mid happened, and that coordinated disciplined play just kind of faded. It seemed like eventually we were witnessing these like Caps trying to take Miracle 2v something fights, right? But here we're going into another mid.
Yeah, once again, gonna be watching. No one getting aggressive super early, but Froyotech seems like they have a little bit more high ground. G6 playing a bit more far forward than they did last mid. Soapy Meister gonna be able to get in behind, and Bandy goes down, so now maybe an opportunity for some type of pincer play. Yite, super aggressive here, might be able to find bot mode, who's super weak over in lobby, but no, Logan is gonna fall to the nice pistols of Gungan. Soapy Meister still in behind, a little bit of the thorn in the side of Froyotech. They try to escape. Nicer from Hubba to stay alive, but then now there's two in behind. It's Soapy Meister and a scout. Will they be able to escort Hubba to safety? Seems like Soapy is gonna fall. The scout is back up, and now Marmalou
he gets hurt, but oh my god, he gets destroyed by Fanny and Habib. But Sax also fighting Caps somewhere else, so despite it being even Ubers, G6 dropping too many players on that escape attempt. You know, they had Hubba cornered, but the timing just wasn't right from either Soapy or Marmalou to just get onto him, and now Froyo is able to retake mid despite G6 winning it. So we have this same situation, TC, where they keep struggling to get the force on second. Let's see how they do it on even Ubers.
Yeah, an opportunity for Froyotech to slightly slow down the game just a little bit. Even Ubers now. Last time, they tried to put a lot of presence over towards Alley, but they weren't able to make anything work with it. No one really kind of went in. Instead, they lost a few players due to a wraparound play from Leica G6, so hopefully they're going to have a little bit better control of the flank when they try and pressure, however they try and pressure, as still going to be Froyotech maybe just buffing everyone up over in Valley, just trying to get all those heals distributed nice and evenly before they take space. Seems like Gungan just going to be peeking things out, but a little bit of a slower pace in the game so far from Froyotech. Don't mind it, but Habib takes a bit of damage over towards house, and now we are going to see the bomb coming in. Fadeaway bomb. One tries to escape, isn't going to be able to do so. Fanny dies, and now an opportunity for G6 to get aggressive, but instantly Soapy Meister gets taken down. Still a bit of a scuffle over in lower. Nice stickies from Logan, but we do see the bomb coming in from a Saxophone. Lands onto Logan to be able to take him down. Wanted to try and get onto Lol Guy, but wasn't able to get his target still. Good pick onto Logan, but 3 down on Froyotech means that they can't really get any more aggressive here. They just have to make sure G6 can't get through these doorways. G6 do, and they gotta back up to mid.
This is so greedy from G6. I don't know if this will turn out very well. It's only the 2 scouts here. But actually, as I say that, Marlon walks in. He finds some space. He's going to elect to jump out, though, and realizing that there's not enough people entering mid, and the rest of the Froyo spawners are here now, so G6 is going to have to reset and just go back to 2. And Froyo's going to get another crack. This last time Danny jumped in, took an air shot from Soapy, but I don't know if they really have a good game plan on how they want to get this force out on second.
Yeah, you know, if your soldiers aren't doing work, you can maybe opt to get Yite up on Sniper. We have seen, you know, kind of a few sniper shots coming in through lower occasionally, but it's not the best map for it, so you really have to try and get a little bit creative here with your soldiers. As this time it's going to be Saxophone going in, goes for the fadeaway bomb, and it's Yite in through lower, might be able to collapse onto Botmo. Botmo gets one, Cap gets another, and this is disaster for Froyotech. They lose 3. Logan is just automatically in, bombing all the way through Baby Door. Gungan wants to buy time. No, they're going to take the Uber, and they get the counter force, but it's just them 2, and they might not be able to get Hubba out to safety.
This is the chase that G6 wants. This is the opportunity they need. For some reason, Froyo just keeps dropping at least 3 players every attempt, and it always ends with Hubba getting forced. There's something that they need to change up. Just maybe Sax needs to be the only one to die and just take a new target with the rest of the Froyo players just watching doors or playing safe, but they overcommit, and G6 is so good with that counter aggression, with the punish. Just every time they witness like Froyo walk too far up Valley, and you know, but here we have just, now this is G6's turn to, you know, have the same scenario. I don't think we've actually seen them be in an even Uber situation, forcing in the second yet, but Hubba's actually playing so far back. Never mind.
Yeah, Hubba is going to be able to walk up a little bit. As it is even Ubers, G6 haven't really taken space over in Valley. Now they are going to be able to migrate towards it, feeling confident and safe to get a bit more aggressive, get a bit more presence here as they've come up on their own Uber charge, going over towards Valley. Logan just trying to spam a few stickies across the way, see if he can maybe get some damage for someone else to bomb on, but Soapy Meister getting nice and buffed up may be the call for him to go in as a G6. The pressure is on them. The call is on them to try and do something now. Froyotech just going to be holding on to the second. Logan taking a bit of space over in Valley. Now Soapy Meister coming in. Gets one rocket on the Hubba, going to get the force.
Oh, wow. He actually makes it look so easy. He just jumps directly straight in alone. Not a lot of support from the rest of his team, but, you know, the 2 rockets are all you need sometimes. And Hubba getting juggled up against the wall. Doesn't feel safe. He pops. And now G6 is full ad.
Full ad for Leica G6, and seems like they're going to be trying to peek it out, see how far back Froyotech are playing. They are playing very passive. Seems like maybe the call was to use the Uber in through house, but with how far back Froyotech are playing, it seems like they want to try and go milk it in through a Valley, and that's exactly what they're going to do, rotating around. Froyotech are going to be playing fairly far back. We do see a big bomb coming in. Saxophone wants to try and get it out if he possibly can, but he's not going to be able to. Both roamers do trade out. Soapy Meister for Saxophone. Habib might get caught up, not going to be able to get it into the shutter, and that is going to be disaster for Froyotech, and they're all so far forward still.
Oh, G6 takes the Uber, but Hubba's actually about to get Uber. If they can get this kill, then maybe just getting the force out on last will be extremely easy with all the number advantage. Froyo uses right away. G6 is just scrambling to leave. Only Marmalu getting caught so far, but wait! Banny with the shotgun! He actually switches in the spawn, he switches onto the shotgun, and he's able to take out Logai with the last flash from that Uber. Banny just killing, oh, the rest of G6 falling. The moment they realized that Logai actually was caught, they try to start with Savage, but Soapy, oh my god! He finds a couple, and, you know, Sack's not happy at all with that, but what a play from Banny to just, you know, make that recognition that they were losing so many players and switching loadouts and taking a Logai.
Yeah, and now we are going to see a very aggressive bomb coming in from Marmalu. Not going to be able to find anything right now. Bot mode still in. Might be able to get in onto Habib. Does so much damage. Going to be able to find the kill. Great stuff from bot mode there. But Logan might fall as well. No, should be able to escape this safety as Froyotech playing very passively here. They want to try and hold on to second. They do have Uber advantage, but Hubba is so weak. Has to try and dodge for spam for everything he's worth and should be able to get Uber charge, but still very weak. He's going to have to go back for a pack. So seems like we're once again into a a stalemate. I don't think Froyotech are going to get aggressive with this. As I say that, it seems like they are peeking it a little bit forward, but...
Hubba is pretty good at tracking Ubers. They'll know it's even. So now we're just back into this the classic Metalworks stalemate. G6 figuring out what it is they want to do. Last time, just sending in Soapy alone worked. Froyo really needs to tighten up over that. You can't get forced by a single soldier sack. And, you know, it's just unacceptable at this level.
Yeah, that's just, whether that speaks to Soapy Meister's brilliance or maybe a little bit of the cracks on Froyotech, we'll have to see further on as this match. And there's only 5 minutes left, so it's going to be a very low-scoring game if it continues off like this. Might be a 2-something unless someone can get around on the board. G6 in the best opportunity to do that now as Logan wants to take a little bit of space. Soapy Meister is going to bomb in, and he opts to instead go behind. So now Froyotech have to kind of divert their attention a little bit, split it, make sure that Soapy Meister doesn't get the wrap around. He is going to fall, and yeah, they're very aggressive on G6.
Yeah, Logan's actually realizing that the moment Soapy dies, he can't stay. He actually gets caught out by Habib, who pushed under, and now G6 making the same sort of mistake that Froyo did, just dropping so many players. Just Marmaloo and Bombwood up for the side with Logai. They're just gonna elect to run away. No need to take any fancy Uber. They're happy to hold second here. Banny's sneaking up on Valley. He's actually walking up lower already before anyone else, but he gets spotted out. He's gonna get pushed back. And waiting for some help from his team. Bombwood actually getting over-aggressive. He did a little bit of damage and thought he could get the kill, but instead feeds for it. But now Froyo coming in, just finding another player. G6 bleeding one at a time. They're not... Here comes the sack wave from Froyo.
An opportunity to maybe try and force out Logai as they take a little bit of space on the right side. Now the bomb's coming in. Saxophone does a little bit of damage, but Logai is so far away, should be able to stay alive, but they do have to use. Soapy Meister goes down. They get one onto Banny. Is anyone else on Froyotech gonna see what they wanted to use? Save Gungan, but they drop him. And now this might still be able for Froyotech to get another Logai. It's gonna go down. Saxophone on a 4K. And they cap up the point 2-1.
So textbook from Froyo. Both soldiers just bombing in to just push back the other team. Logai kiting, not wanting to use, but the moment the cap time starts going off, he knows he has to just prevent it. And Froyo waiting, knowing that their Uber is going to be so much better and that G6 is going to overextend and be caught. They pop right back onto them, and they just close out the round just like that with, you know, Gungan and Hubba jumping on the point.
Really good stuff from Froyotech there. Textbook stuff, like you said. Now on to another mid. Hubba takes a bit of damage, is going to have to back up as G6 maybe want to try and get a little bit more aggressive, but no, it's Froyotech. Bot mode immediately going down. Banny tries to go in. Saxophone gets taken down in the back lines, but they've given up basically all space on mid, and Caps wants to go in to try and make a little bit more for them, but he gets instantly deleted, and Froyotech winning another mid in their favor, and it seems like G6 are just on the back foot right now.
Yeah, Bombo does not look ready for like any signs of aggression. He's just getting hard punished by Froyo. I wouldn't even... Well, Vanny actually trying to bust through here, putting Marmaloo down low. Yite actually in the back lines. He gets the force from onward Logai. No one else really spotting that, but Froyo goes down too. Habib actually dying the Marmaloo. So now the doors are still open, even if they're at this ad. And looks like Vanny wants to take the super. They're splitting up Gungan and Vanny, but they're able to find both Logan and Soapy anyways. Gungan with the, you know, picking up both players. Now the drive fight might come in from Froyo with the demo being dead, but G6 wants to stay. They know there's no Ubers in play. They know that there's a chance they can hold this. All they have to do is just buy time for their spawners, and we'll have a team fight coming up here in a second.
Froyotech rolling out through Valley. They take a bit of space. They take a lot of space, actually, and with that, G6 are just going to give it up. They didn't have enough time to wait for Logan to get back there, so they're just going to opt to hold on last. It is going to be basically even Ubers slightly in the favor of Leica G6, but I don't think they're crazy enough to try and take it, especially considering how hectic the game has been going. Bot mode immediately just getting onto that sentry gun, so we are going to settle in for a stalemate as both teams just build up these Ubers. Froyotech now trying to push on to G6 is last and get a third round on the board, and
time's ticking down.
Time is ticking down.
Yeah, this could be match point for G6 in a second. Actually, Cap's dying. You don't want to see that. He's just over-aggressively peeking. Habib finds him just, you know, typing in chat, trying to... But now Froyo has this window of opportunity with a player down. Logan actually getting punished. He actually finds Gungan. He survives. That's great for them. Habib now poking in last with no help. He's actually caught in. He just walks in on his own, and he's going to die for it. But meanwhile, Soapy looking for the counter sack at the same time. I don't really expect that G6 will... Oh, it looks like Cavs wants to walk up with Logan, though. There might be a trade here on second, just with Habib being down, they know the doors are open. They could be so risky.
It could be very, very risky. There's only 40 seconds left before we head into continuous overtime, and they are going to call it off because there is a world where they fail that push and Froyotech instantly win the game, and they're getting aggressive. Yeah, he's just going to be able to run and take down Marmalu, but trades do favor like a G6, a 1 for 2, so an opportunity again to maybe try and pressure second just a little bit, but
Soapy going for something, maybe?
Passives. Yeah, he's just spamming over by Shutter, but he makes his presence known, so they are going to back up. Cavs still getting a bit aggressive there, but thinks better of it, backs up to the rest of his team, and Froyotech once again going to retake control of lobby as we're only 10 seconds away from continuous overtime, so now it is going to be the first to free, and Froyotech in a very good position to try and do it.
A lot of pressure here on the side of G6 now with basically, if Froyo is able to figure out this last hold. Here comes Sax going into the skybox. He gets shuffled straight up in the air. He lands right down on Marmalu. Marmalu's going to be able to trade him out. Gungan seeing if he can get the salvage. But no, Marmalu's going to be able to survive. Now with just 2 minutes left, you know, Froyo down to G6. I don't know if they really want to take this. It looks like this could be the last fight if they mess this up. But, you know, Cavs just trying to find anything. But Marmalu gets taken down in the back line. G6 is going to try to back up the last here.
Yeah, they are. Banny just walked in through lower and got onto Marmalu. Not really expecting that one. So G6 down a player, an opportunity for Froyotech to maybe try and go for a little bit more aggressive of a sack. Seems like they're going over on the right side to maybe try and spam down the sentry gun. They do get a little bit of damage onto Logan, a little bit of a demo v demo, trying to take down the sentry gun. Hasn't gone down just quite yet. Saxophone and Banny attempt to do so, but
Bob moves the gun. If they heard that, I don't think they did. The window's already closed, but still, Ball Guy here just playing close up against the wall now. They're just wary of maybe a sniper or something. They're not sure, but with a minute left here, this might be the last chance that Froyo gets the sack before maybe having to exchange.
Yeah, maybe an opportunity. Bandy getting a little bit aggressive over on the left side. It's going to take a lot of damage, but Saxophone bombs in.
He takes the telly!
He takes the teleporter to
just
stay
escapes
alive.
the bomb. And I think with 3 down, G6 might elect to just come out. I don't know. I think the round reset would be the smarter option here with Ubers being even, but we'll see what G6 elects to do. No, it looks like they don't want to touch the point.
Seems like
they do.
They're committing to it.
Building a telly to go back to spawn. You know, he wants to go back to spawn and switch off NG. So now they're on second. Maybe with the way mids have been going, they think another mid fight. We have a sniper player here. It's Banny.
Oh, Banny is up on Sniper, looking through lower. They should have spotted him, so they do know there's a sniper on Froyotech out on the field. And they, you know, lower, a very good way to maybe catch out some unsuspecting players. But if you can keep on top of it, not a lot of other places for Banny to try and play. So he's going to be over on lower. Still turns, he can maybe hit some feet right now instead of hitting some heads. He's going to rotate over towards Valley. Maybe see if he can get a quick cheeky shot onto someone. Gets very deep, but he's going to get bombed by Soapy Meister. He's going to be able to surf out the safety, but very scary right now for like a G6.
Oh,
they use the Uber.
Trade. Yeah, they're going to trade, knowing there's a sniper. But Caps gets dropped in, and Logan actually getting sent to the skybox. So Logan might fall too, but he hits a nice arrow on the Logan. Not able to keep him up, though. Everyone on front is so weak. They're trying to re-heal, and now G6 is all the way back to last with Logan dead, though. This is the window of opportunity that Froyo has been looking for. Bandy's going to be able to take many shots. G6 trying to stay close to the doorways, but Gungan making room. Banny and Sax are in so deep.
Logan's so weak.
Sax
he stays alive.
What? Oh, he's still alive. He falls down finally at last. Here's the Uber head. Banny caught, though. So with only Gungan and Hubba just going to mid, knowing that they can't hold this position, G6 is going to be able to retake second, but still, Froyo was able to get Log Eye off that, so this could be huge.
It is going to be a very big Uber advantage for Froyotech. G6 have an opportunity to try and force it out, and depending on how they do that, this could be the game.
Their heals are so
G6.
late. They're going to have to play so passive. They're not going to be able to put much resistance up on second. Froyo's going to be able to take this, and they're going to try to run this straight to last.
Have been able to get onto second for free. G6, like you said, opting to just stay on last, trying to fiercely build up that sentry gun is bot mode, and an opportunity for Froyotech to close it out to take this game against Leica G6, the favorite so far in this season, as Gungan is going to come in through the left side with Habib. They want to try and take down the
jumps
sentry
away
gun.
though.
Yeah,
There's
they
not
are
many
able
things
to
on
do
point.
so. Oh, no one gets on the point though. Now Gungan finally does a little bit of cap time, but the great stuff from Sophie Meister reinitiating so much cap time. Saxophone.
And that's it. That's the game. Great play. Recognizing that Logan just jumps away from the point and then just getting, when he tries to defend it, they just pounce on him, kill him, and then just finish out that remaining cap time. That's just, wow. G6. Well, after such a strong start, just, I don't know, Froyo adapting and punishing them at every turn, basically. It just, you know, like, I think there are some just questions about some of the decisions that the combo of G6 were making, in my opinion. I couldn't really understand some of the fights that were going on, but Froyo just, you know, so many moments where things were looking bad for them, and they were able to just bounce back into that game.
Yeah, it was. Sorry, is there a plane flying right by my house? Sorry about that, y'all. But I 100% agree with you. It was looking really, really good for Leica G6 in those first moments. You know, they were able to not lose a lot of people in the team fights, do the opposite to Froyotech, and it just ended up switching, you know, drastically in the favor of Froyotech. And, you know, looking at the stats, you know, it's fairly even across the board. Sure, you could say Lolga died 3 more times than Hubada, but it didn't even really seem like it was, you know, a medic dying many more times. It just seemed like the team fights would go Froyotech's way. They were able to get the forces out from G6 without having Hubada in danger, and they were just able to get more picks off of G6 more often than not, and they were able to walk away with the win.
I think, honestly, like, I want to credit the Froyo soldiers just playing together. There weren't like a lot of individual heroics, but you know, Banny just involving himself in every combo fight and able to find, just kill, you know, key kills, just snowball things over. But yeah, I don't know, the play from G6 early, like, it was, they played, you know, kind of safe and discipline. It kind of evaporated eventually, and you know, Froyo's aggression just pulled them apart, and it just seemed like Froyo had such a good game plan in the later stages of that.
Yeah, because at the beginning, you know, like you said, G6 were very coordinated, just making sure that they didn't lose anyone and getting the most out of their opportunities. But it seems like they got a little bit too aggressive at the wrong times. But we can ask one of the people down on the field himself, Banny, coming off of that a fresh win versus like a G6 3-1. First off, congratulations, and yeah, how do you feel about that match?
It was a bit chaotic. You know, I think almost every round we were in the lead off of a good mid, or, you know, various other advantages. And then we struggled to carry our momentum early on in the match. So that was like a big focus for us, was trying to just recompose ourselves as the match went on and to focus on preserving our advantages. So by the end of the match, we were feeling much better. Beginning of the match was pretty hectic, I'll be honest. And there were a lot of mistakes. A lot of people getting caught, I would say, by Ubers, particularly Habib and Hubada got caught quite a bit at the beginning of that game, but we managed to fix those issues.
Yeah, we were kind of saying the same thing. It seemed like in the first half, G6 were seemingly maybe a little bit better at that. But, you know, what kind of flipped from you aside from keeping your guys alive? Was it kind of exploiting G6 a little bit? Were they kind of making some mistakes that you guys kind of noticed and were able to take advantage of? Or was it just kind of showing up your guys' own weaknesses?
I do think we started to find a lot more picks onto Med and Demo in that game, and just various picks throughout the game that gave us enough confidence to like try to move forward, rather than having to go into like a full setup. They were having some like late deaths or, you know, things like that. So that was something that we started finding, particularly on the Med and Demo. I think those gave us a lot of advantages. Also, I would say, I think bot mode was a target for us a lot. So we would get that kill and then we would move forward. We know that, you know, their playstyle now is a little bit different. So we're kind of trying to approach things so that we, you know, don't play too much into their hands. And I'm not going to go into too many specifics on that, but you know, we just need to focus on anticipating what kind of plays they like to do to slow down our momentum, and then have a clear and like decisive decision about how it's going to be dealt with. Once we started doing that, it was a much smoother game for us.
Yeah, and then just overall, on the whole season, the season's almost at a close. You guys still have a few matches. I think you have one coming up just in a few moments for you guys.
Yep,
so
we're playing
good luck.
Fish.
Yeah, good luck to y'all in that one. But just looking back, from the start of the season to now, how do you feel about the team's improvement? Are you kind of impressed or pleased where you guys have been going, and kind of what are your expectations looking forward to LAN?
Yeah, I would say I'm pretty happy with the team so far. We've had some good results. Beating Witness Gaming, beating G6. So that's very promising. I think there's still a lot that we can improve on, and that is also very, inspiring for us, because we know we're not even playing at our best yet, and so there's still a higher ceiling that we can achieve as a team. So I'm looking forward to that. Everyone on the team right now is committed and focused on the upcoming LAN. So we're going to be putting in the time and the focus to make sure that we are the best that we can be come LAN. It's been an interesting season for sure, playing Soldier and all that. But I've enjoyed playing the role. I think a lot of it is just kind of figuring out how all the pieces fit together, playing to our strengths. Not trying to force a playstyle onto our team that isn't appropriate for the players that we have. Yite's gonna play a little different than Eric or Jay would, so we gotta incorporate that. I'm gonna play a little different than Mirman would. Just that kind of stuff from previous Froyotech rosters. It's a new band of players, so we gotta be humble about that and recognize that we need to craft a playstyle that works for us, that makes sense for us. And so that's what we've really been trying to focus on lately, and we're going to continue focusing on going into LAN. We're fully booked for LAN, so we're excited to be there. It should be a good time.
Well, it seems like that mindset has been working well for you guys, especially with this win over Like a G6. You face them once more in a regular season before LAN, so very excited for that one as well. Zilly, do you have any quick questions?
No, I think you covered everything.
All right. Well, congrats, Banny, and the rest of your team for your win over Like a G6. Good luck in your match against Anglerfish, and any quick shout-outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, sure. GG to G6. Shout out to WG for getting a few ringers tonight to make sure we had a scrim. Shout out to my team for playing well and, following through on the night, even though we had our stumbles. Shout out to manco.store for sponsoring our team. You can check their website out for TF2 trading, keys, unusuals, etc. And shout out to those that tune into the match and who are focused, ready to improve and be the best TF2 player they can be. Anti-shout out, of course, to the haters and the edgelords who are seething, just like the bot hosters who got banned, the haters out there having meltdowns, but we all thrive off that energy. So that's it.
All right. I like all of those shout-outs, especially the ones against the bot hosters. Happy to see they got banned. Also, shout-outs to the quickplay.tf kind of community movement. Really great to see that type of stuff happening in the community. But Banny, thank you so much for joining us for these interviews. We'll let you go so you can debrief your team and get ready for your next match against Anglerfish. Zilly, any shout-outs you'd like to give?
Shout out to both teams. Shout out to artists, and shout out to the viewers and production.
All right, I'm going to mirror all of those. Shout-outs to the RGL merch. Shout-outs to you, Zilly, and Dolphin as well. Y'all are fantastic. Shout-outs to the teams for playing. Shout-outs to you guys for watching. This might be the end of the TF2 content for this week specifically. We are going to cover Froyotech versus Like a G6 whenever that does happen, so stay tuned for that one. That's going to happen next week, so stay tuned for that. Otherwise, it's been it for us here at RGL. This has been Froyotech versus Like a G6. We hope you've had a great time tonight, and we'll see you next time. See ya.